Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons The Second Age. How are you all doing?
Very good.
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
I don't know why Cav is like making distress noises in the back.
Because I'm in danger.
Oh well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So, on that note, who'd like to remind us what happened last time we played?
Oh, where do we start? I always forget where we start. That's my problem.
Well, we started by like heading off to the Fey World, pretty much.
Oh yeah, of course.
And then very skillfully navigated the Fey courts. Definitely not leaving us was like in potential
no.
danger.
No,
We threw ourselves in massive potential danger. We very much did not do the thing that we were supposed to do when we first got there, which was throw ourselves in hospitality, and instead just went straight in with the asking a favor, the asking for the thing we wanted, which meant that she could try and weasel us out for a favor.
We didn't ask for it. That is, we didn't ask for it. She asked what we wanted. We just replied why we were here.
And you just went straight in with our main demand and not the hospitality thing, which was the first thing we were supposed to do.
Well, but it was not the hospitality that got us into trouble.
Yeah, and then Cobweb tries to be like, do the hospitality thing, and no one else had noticed, and we were just carrying on with negotiating. So I was like, oh, let's try the hospitality. We'd like some of that, please. And then Arya was like, we don't have time. And then just gave Titania her full name. Straight up. The biggest no-no of fairies. So, yeah. Then we walked away from Titania and thanked her, which was almost as bad. So we were already in pretty deep shit. We had a bit of talking, figuring out how the hell we were supposed to do this, and then Titania went all out and was like, hey, let's have a dance. And we were like, we're in trouble. Grim went and danced with Titania, and... Oh no, sorry, before the dance, Titania called Arya over for a chat. And they had a nice chat. And when she came back, she was like, Titania wants Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was very concerned. And then they had the dance. Where Grim instantly went and confronted, so hey, why do you want Elizabeth? And she was like, who told you that? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Titania got pretty pissed there and then Grim just pissed her off even more, to the point where she just stopped talking. And meanwhile, Oberon was hitting on Arya. So yeah, that happened. So then we were like, shit, what do we do now? We realized that Oberon was basically our only in for any kind of information. So Arya had to take Oberon up on his offer for a further chat about relationships.
Except it really wasn't about that in the end.
No, it wasn't, because you skillfully avoided what he wanted to talk about and kept talking about what you wanted to talk about until eventually he very subtly gave us the information we wanted, and then you thanked him. We were doing so well.
I still don't think he cared that I thanked him.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, then we had the information we needed, so we finally made our excuses and departed the Sealy Court. And we've tracked down what we believe to be the entrance. Well, we tracked down the entrance to this weird dimension that you now see in front of you, where everything you know is wrong, much like in the hit song by Weird Al Yankovic. And we've encountered what we believe to be this vault that Puck is imprisoned within. Because there's a big structure on the other side of this weird goo lake. In the everything you know is wrong world.
Yep.
And that's where we left off.
Yes.
Going around the lake.
So, yeah, I guess that is where we will pick directly up into. So, making your way around the outside of this lake, it is reasonably difficult to navigate through the thick undergrowth of this area, although the the undergrowth is very much not as you are used to with, as I mentioned previously when I described the place, the tree trunks look more like they are hewn stone than wood. And the same goes as well for the plant-like bulbs under your feet that grow up in like little formations across the path, that are as insurmountable as large boulders. At the end of the day, so you have to sort of like weave through this undergrowth to get to like around the outside to the opposite side, where this tower sort of like rises up out of the ground and like is like half over the edge of the lake. And as you are traveling, can everyone give me a perception check?
Wow.
Yeah.
What's my chance? Nailed it.
My sheet's having a fit. Hold on.
It's alright.
Please work with me, roll 20. I'm just trying to click the perception check.
No perception.
Nice.
Okay.
Good roll.
Okay, so as you're making your way through the thick forest around you, you're sort of all keeping an eye out and trying to keep your bearings. Arya, you're sort of more used to this sort of navigation, even though the terrain is somewhat strange. So you're sort of able to keep a better idea of where you are than everybody else. To everybody else, sort of the trees themselves, despite being sort of like huge pillars of stone, appear to shift around a little and not like move in a sentient sense, but if you lose track of trees for too long and then attempt to locate them again, your whole sense of spatial awareness has sort of changed. The transmutative effects of this realm don't seem... they certainly aren't minor. They are actively operating around you. Elizabeth, as you are sort of like trying to like keep track of where you are around you, you very quickly become aware that you are not alone.
Well, yeah, I've got a party.
Yes. Your party is being pursued.
Oh.
By something very large, but that moves with a degree of ponderous care.
Can I see the thing? Like, what exactly is following us?
With a 27, I will say, you catch a brief glimpse of one of them through the trees. This thing is giant-sized, but despite its physical bulk, it moves through the undergrowth with practiced skill. It appears to be humanoid, as far as you can tell, but its bulk is weirdly disproportionate. Like, it has... like the top half of its torso is incredibly large and bulbous, that leads down to like almost like a set of the fairly spindly legs that don't look like it could reasonably support the body. And as you're sort of keep like watching this thing, it turns towards you, and you become you can see briefly its face, where it has one eye that is sort of like locked into a half squint, and one eye that is bulbously huge that takes up half of its skull. It is now aware that you are aware of it, and does its best to sort of disappear into the surrounding terrain, but you are still able to track it. There are 4, maybe 5 of these.
I guess, are they like behind us then? Following?
They have they've converged on your location from multiple angles. They are basically surrounding you they have you like hemmed against the lake, but are pursuing you like at a reasonable distance. They're not coming too close.
Okay. In that case, she probably just like looks to the party and just goes, we're being followed. We should probably move quickly. We're a little boxed in.
Well,
What do you mean?
You know what's in there all around us. And we're being followed.
That's not what I meant. I meant what's following us. Or who.
Really big humanoid looking things. And then she just shrugs.
give me a favor. Can you try like do a little blink or teleport or just one of those short jumps, just to see if we're already under the effects of whatever limitations.
What?
Well, like
Can you
you know how
teleport to see if we can still teleport?
like can you test if teleportation is a thing? In other words, I'm asking you if you can do a tiny misty step or something along those lines.
Sure.
Well, because we know like teleportation and that kind of stuff seems to be was supposed to be hard or impossible here, but I'm not sure if that applies to the realm or the building. And it was more a case of if something happens to go down, it would be nice to know if it's an option or not.
Okay. Sure, I guess I'll do a assuming Elizabeth was walking like at the back of the group, she just does like a short little teleport to the front of the group.
Yeah, you utter the words for your Misty Step spell. Is it words? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's verbal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only verbal.
Yeah, you mutter the words of your Misty Step spell, and you disappear from the rear of the group and appear at the front.
Everything seemed normal.
Yeah, for the terms of the teleportation, yes.
Good.
You do notice
Okay,
that
so that's
teleporting has an immediate effect on your pursuers. In that they pause and immediately begin to slowly converge on your location.
We might want to ready weapons. And I will
Yeah.
like point out the creatures as they move.
Yeah, so they begin to approach inwards. I assume all 4 of you are sort of drawing swords or drawing
Yeah, and I'll
weapons.
ignite it too.
Okay.
Or like a bright light.
Okay, doke. In that case, I will take us straight to the map. After oh, this goes a bit far forward. After a brief moment, the 4 figures have converged on you from all 4 sides. These creatures, much as I described previously, are hulking, like giant-sized creatures. That with strange distended bodies and like the eyes in their skull like are massively disproportionate. One is incredibly small, one is incredibly large. In every single one of these creatures, it's a different eye in some creatures, but the lack of symmetry is shared between the creatures. But you notice that basically, like, as they let me just check there. Yeah, so despite the fact that they have like their upper torso is huge, but the rest of their body is spindly, they are all dragging or carrying huge great clubs. That again, their body seems too disproportionate to wield properly.
Basically, everything's fucky.
Yeah, like these creatures don't seem to like obey conventional laws of strength. But also, like, basically, as soon as they are within visual range of you, close enough and aware of your presence, the creature closest to you, the one that's coming towards you from between you and the tower, raises an extended arm and yells out in... do any of you speak Giant?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Yells something incomprehensible in Giant, and the four of them raise their weapons.
Oh.
I'm gonna need initiative from everybody.
No, I speak two weird languages, but Giant is not one of them.
Unfortunate.
But if we ever need to talk to elementals, we're good. Oh shit, nice one, Graham.
Ah, yes. That, well, it's my advantage helping out, otherwise it would have been a nat 1. Oof.
Ah, nice traditional Skyrim music.
It's not Skyrim music. Okay.
Is it not?
It is not Skyrim music, no. It's
Oh.
Guild Wars 2.
Oh god, of course it is.
I can't hear it, but I'm sure it sounds great.
One day you'll fix
It
it
is.
somehow.
Basically, do you remember when you were in an instance quest and the battle kicked off?
It's
It's that music.
well, it's more specifically, it's the instance music from the humans when you're fighting the centaurs. It's Battle with the Tamini.
Oh, okay. It's so weird because I heard the intro music. It's like I can hear the intro music every time, and then like I can't hear any music after that. And I
So
can't for the
I
life
bet
of
it's your
me
Roll20 enhancement suite because
I've
the
updated it though.
huh.
Yeah, it's it's fine. Like,
Yeah,
I
we'll
can
work it out another time.
Yeah, it's weird though.
Yeah, so Grim, you're up first. The creatures begin to lumber towards you, but you are practiced in this situation and you are ready to go.
Yes. Definitely practiced and definitely ready.
Well, Grim is,
unfortunately-
not necessarily you.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm thinking is, it's actually surprisingly not the right tool. I was trying to. How do I get rid of that?
Just select it. I can delete it for you.
Okay, good. I was trying to measure. There we go.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't worry about those guys. I can deal with those two, or at least
Oh.
slow them down.
Those are the only two I can reach. So I'm gonna. Are these rocks big enough to hinder them, or?
Not big enough to hinder them, but they are large enough for you to use as cover.
In that case, I will go.
They are probably about as tall as Elizabeth.
I'll just stand
Okay.
between the rocks, hoping that it will funnel them towards us, and I will try and defend.
He's gonna be
Or
a wall.
what's it called again? There's a
Dodge.
word for the defensive stance.
Dodge.
Dodge action. Take the dog action.
Take dog action.
The dog action.
No, that's Arya's
Dog.
ability.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry. Take dodge action.
Arya.
Arya, take dog action.
No, take Arya action first,
Oh yeah.
then dog
I
action.
don't know. Or you could do dog action first.
Okay, I'd like to cast Swift Quiver on my bow.
Okay.
Or on my, I guess it's technically on my quiver, but whatever.
Yep.
And I'm gonna shoot this one. Twice.
Okay, 2 shots.
Pew pew.
2 hits. Very nice.
And then can you make it? Yes.
Yep.
Rar.
Okay. Okay, and Lyra gets to roll extra d8s. Oh wait, no, it's only when you're doing both melee, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it...
It's still good damage.
Oh, pretty good.
Strength save.
Okay, so you sink 2 arrows into the creature as it runs towards you, and Lyra jumps towards it and attempts to savage it. It is a size class larger than her, but she can still attempt to knock it down. So, strength saving throw. That is a success.
Darn.
She is not able to knock it down, unfortunately. But yeah, it is hindered as a wolf attempts to pull it to the ground. Kelariis, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna step towards this one on the right. I just need to check how close I need to get to it to... I guess I can step up to that one. I'm gonna stand here, and I'm gonna hope that it's not immune or resistant to lightning damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna breathe at it. I believe it's a con save?
A con
Or
save.
is it dexterity?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
sorry, it's dex save.
It's dex save. Okay, and they are
it's
not
class
so good at that.
two.
They fail.
Okay.
Kelariis is doing
I like
angry
you didn't
breath.
even have to ask me what the DC was, which tells me a lot. I think it's 5d6.
Well, I'm going to assume it's higher than 4.
Yes, it's a 16. But
There you go then.
yeah, I think it's 5d6 now. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it though.
That's how long it's been
Yeah.
since Kelariis has angrily breathed at something. So long that we don't know what the damage is anymore.
Well, I don't do it very often because if I can reach a thing, it's usually better for me to just chuck my spear or go run up to it. But I can't.
Okay.
I don't think I can pull these things because if
Yeah, you can't use the special ability of the spear on these guys because
Yeah,
they are
so I'm
2
just like,
size
I might as well
classes
breathe at
larger.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking
can't
huge.
yoink giants.
I know.
You can't yell, get over here. Elizabeth, you're up.
I'm up. Cool. I'm gonna move more to the middle of the group. Actually, more like there. And then where did I want it again? Yeah. Right here. I want a nice big, 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air as I cast
Okay.
Storm Sphere.
Oh, no, that's a square.
Yes, it is.
Well, 20-foot radius is just going to be the entire corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be this entire corner of the map. Basically.
Okay,
Like, it
hang
goes out to here.
Uh,
Okay, not
that far.
quite the entire corner, I guess, but
No, well, all of the relevant corner. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh, okay. No. Sorry, having a moment.
It's
With-
okay. Circles are hard to draw.
The draw tool. Is that right? I think that is right.
it's a little bit on the short side, but it's good
Yeah.
enough.
It's a little small.
Oh yeah, hang on, okay.
Well, I think we know what tiles it affects, right?
Although actually, a 20-foot radius sphere, because it wouldn't.
Just needs to go slightly to the left, and that's it.
Oh. So there?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Close
something
enough.
like that.
Like
Close enough.
it's not gonna matter. Like the important tiles have been covered.
Yeah. Okay. And that procs on their turn, if I remember correctly.
Well, each creature in the sphere when it appears,
Oh, okay.
or when it ends its turn there. So yeah, they take. Well, what does? Well, first of all, let me find out what this actually rolls. Oh yeah, it rolls the bludgeoning. That's nice.
Okay. DC 19 strength saves.
I love how I even wrote down.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Suck.
Okay. They actually managed to both fail despite having really good strength.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that! 7 bludgeoning damage to each.
Yep. The
And that space is difficult terrain.
the air whips up around them, and they are like they shield themselves against the whirling debris.
So yeah, difficult terrain.
Okay.
And I am concentrating.
Okay.
So I'll mark that.
Cool. Can you use your bonus action on the first turn?
That's a good question, actually. Can I?
I think so.
I mean, it's a
I
bonus
did.
action, so.
I would imagine.
Yes, because it's not a spell.
Oh yeah, true.
So
Yeah, I guess. And yeah, I have advantage if the attack roll is in the sphere, so I might as well hit this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Lap.
Let me double check my spell attack modifier. Well, it's a good thing. Well, that's a 24,
Yeah, that hits.
and then it's 46 lightning.
Yep.
Crack-a-thumb.
The lightning arcs up across the creature's body, like singeing the flesh. It seems resilient against the damage, but in a like you watch the skin blister, but then the blistered skin almost seems to like redistribute across its body. Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, huh.
So these guys are going to sprint to try and get out of this nasty side effect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And he can't move any further because that would still be into difficult terrain. Oh no, wait, no, he can move 5. Okay, so they are still both in the sphere.
Ha ha ha. So yeah, they need to make another.
Yeah.
When they end their turn.
I'll do all of their movement and attacks first, and then I'll deal with them because they've both dashed. But this guy can go 5, 10, 15, and actually he doesn't even need to move that. He can stay there. Not that it makes any difference. So the giant creatures, one of them will launch 2 attacks against Lyra with its great club. One of them will launch 2 attacks with its great club against Kelariis. One of them will launch 2 attacks with its. Oh no, wait, no. They don't have a turn because they sprinted.
Yeah.
You're
welcome, Grim.
Grim's like, yay.
That's a 13 and a 22 to hit Lyra.
Only the 22 hits.
She takes 22 bludgeoning damage. A 21 and a 23 against Kelariis.
Both of those hit.
That is 20 bludgeoning and then 20 bludgeoning.
Let me check.
Sorry, what was the second one?
Both 20.
That's fine.
Hang on. Just not quite.
And the end of their turn, they make strength saves again.
Yep. No roll damage again.
Fail and fail. Wow, that's terrible.
8 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That is impressive.
Grim, you're up.
I guess better start working on this first one. So,
Hit it very hard.
well, that's the plan. Where's the weapon? There it is.
Do the tank and spank.
I'll just roll all 3 attacks.
Okay.
Oof.
Unfortunately, only the first one hits.
Yeah.
Big oof.
Super oof.
At least it's above minimum damage.
Robloxoof.org.
Oof.
And I can't really shove them. So
No.
Smack him in the knees.
Yeah.
actually, I would. Yeah, no, I'll just stay there.
Okay. Arya, you're up.
Pew pew.
Do the pew pew.
Wow, that's bad pew.
Both of those hit.
Oh. They're currently not that
I mean,
bad.
they're pretty big.
Yeah, bear in mind they're like approaching 11 feet tall. They're fairly easy to hit.
And they're not wearing armor.
Well, apparently, for some people, it's hard to reach up there, like Grim.
Grim's just trying to
True.
smack them in the ankles. It's not going so hot.
Yeah.
Admittedly, he's defending against you with a great club. Arya is just shooting at him.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, he makes a strength save again.
Shooting at him while he's occupied with the
Oh, wow. Okay, he succeeds. Kelariis.
I'm gonna go step up to this guy and just go toe to toe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hit him, bro.
We'll see.
Good.
1, 2. Wow, that's
Hit,
an awful.
hit.
Wow, those are both awful swings
but they hit.
though.
They hit anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna smite on just the second one.
Can we point out that is your minimum roll apart from a nat 1? Oh, whoops.
What the fuck?
I accidentally clicked on your thing rather than mousing over
That's
there.
fine.
Yeah, that's like your minimum roll that isn't a nat 1, and that would still hit Elizabeth. Even with mage
Wow.
armor.
That's unfortunate.
That is
Sorry, my
unfortunate.
Being a pain in the ass, and I was trying to mark off a thing.
Oh, yeah. Kelariis literally has to nat 1 to miss these guys.
Well, good to know. I was gonna do with a 3rd level slot, and I was trying to mark it off my sheet before I forgot before rolling, but I'll just roll first. My sheet is having a fit.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. I'm assuming they're not undead.
They are not.
And I'm assuming also not demons. So,
No.
or fiends or whatever yeah.
No. They are definitely not normal, but they are not.
Yeah.
They don't fit into any of the categories.
Yeah, I figured.
Elizabeth.
Cool. Okay. What should I do this turn? Okay, I think I will move. I'll move more like this way. And then I will, let's see. Be within 30 feet. Oh, no. Well, I'll use the bonus action first to lightning strike the same one I did the first time.
Okay.
Good thing I've got advantage.
Okay.
I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, 20 hits.
Whoa!
Okay. Yeah, you zap him. The same sort of thing happens again, where the skin blisters, but then like merges with the rest of the body. Like the blisters remain, but they sort of spread out across its body.
Yeah. That is weird.
That's your bonus action.
Yeah. God damn, I don't know what to actually do for my main action. Actually, is there a way I can... I don't think there's a way I can angle a straight line to hit both of these guys, is there?
Not from where you're standing now.
But yeah, if I go 1, 2... Yeah, if I stand there, which I think is all my movement,
Yes, that's 6 tiles.
I can kind of get them like that. That's not really getting... No, I can't get them from there either.
Yeah. You try to position for an angle, but there just isn't one.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll just go for something a bit... Oh, I don't even have that prepped. Fuck me.
Cantrip time.
Yeah, I guess. I'll just firebolt the one that I lightning striked.
Okay. Hit.
Blam.
Okay. Like pelt it.
4d10.
It's like calling fire and lightning, just doosh doosh.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
this
I bring firepower.
these guys, like, certainly they're not completely ignoring the barrage that you're throwing at them, but they're definitely taking it like a champion.
Oh dear.
And with that, considering they see this battle is not going particularly to their favor, so they're going to change up their tactics a little. The creature that is currently grappling with Lyra is going to actually attempt to grapple with Lyra. So I need Lyra to make either an athletics or acrobatics roll.
Yes. If she's not proficient, it's just strength for dex, really.
Yeah, she doesn't even have those on there, so I guess I'll just roll strength.
Okay. She manages to he tries to the creature reaches down, tries to grab Lyra by the scruff, but Lyra just ducks underneath it. And seeing that isn't working, it's going to it'll swing again with its. Actually, no, it'll use. It turns to you, Arya, and fixes you with a stare from its giant bulbous eye. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What
Shit.
sort of condition is it? If I may ask.
What do you mean?
Or sorry, I guess, is it trying to frighten her and also I need to measure?
It is not trying to frighten, no.
Okay.
Just
Well,
straight.
Charisma save for the weird.
Right. You do still get my bonus because my aura is bigger now.
Yay!
+3.
15's not terrible.
Okay.
No? It's not good
so
either, though.
Instead you take half of this.
Oh, never mind.
15's like okay for a save.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you
It's not
take
great.
11 psychic damage, and as this thing fixes you with its gaze, you feel almost like your own body begins to rebel against the laws of nature, and it's almost like your very biology itself is trying to shift, but you are able to resist it.
Well,
The one
like that.
fighting Kelariis takes
Yeah,
2
don't
more
like that at
swings
all.
at Kelariis. A 26 and a 20.
Yeah, both of those hit.
19 bludgeoning followed by 15 bludgeoning.
I will. Ooh. Yeah, I'll project my ward. And defender, because I should have my ward. I don't know why I don't, because I cast mage armor before we came in here.
Probably because you forgot to mark it on your sheet.
Yeah, I marked the mage armor. I just didn't mark the ward.
For which one or for both instances of damage?
I don't think I can take. I don't think I can take both.
You can only take
Okay.
1, yeah.
Yeah. So guess I'll protect the second one was higher, right? Second one, what was it? The second
No, the first one
22?
was higher.
Oh, the first one was higher. Whichever one was higher.
Okay.
I'm literally forgetting the words you just said. That's
Yeah.
how bad I am.
If you're going to use that, like try to be quicker on the trigger next time, because
Yeah,
you
sorry.
shouldn't really be able to pick the damage, but I'll allow it
No,
this
I
time. Okay, so you take half the first one. You take 10 to the ward, and Kelariis takes none.
And the second damage was 15, correct?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, seeing that you are casting spells, one of them will move closer and try to swing at you twice. A 14 and a 14. Wow.
Both miss.
That is unfortunate. Two swings against Grim, 28 and a 13.
That one hits.
27 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Non-magical.
Magical? Okay, good.
Grim, please.
Take 3 less every time.
I take 3
You know what,
less
it adds
damage.
to both
It really
I
does
know.
add up.
Yeah.
It does.
Like, I think the amount of time he
wonder-
has probably saved Grim from going down is a lot. Like, more
Well,
than you realize.
Considering
Like-
the amount of times I've been at 1 HP, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd be very interested in knowing exactly how much damage that has blocked over the course of this campaign.
Unfortunately, we'll never know, but...
Yeah. I'm not interested enough to go back and work it out myself.
Grim, you're up.
Well, hopefully I can hit it harder this time.
Come on,
Oh.
Grim. I believe in you.
And then maybe if we hit it, we'll throw in some dirty tricks.
Hit,
Oh.
miss, hit.
Okay, so I'll just attack him first, or like normal. Well,
Okay.
attack him normally first. That's the order of those words.
Yep.
And then I will. Well, I guess on my second attack, I will use a menacing attack, just because
Okay.
I really want to fear a giant.
It's wisdom save, yes?
Yes. Yep. With
He fails by 1.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Giant's scared of Grim.
The Grim, like you bring the sword down like in a cleaving arc, like cutting into this creature's flesh, and just like raise the sword above you and like it attempts to intimidate this giant, and this giant is genuinely having second thoughts about attacking you.
fear the tiny creature.
Yeah.
Fear
Like
the
an
3-foot
elephant being
gnome.
scared of a mouse.
It quite literally is.
Yeah, this is an 11-foot giant being scared of a 3-foot gnome.
Oh,
Fear
admittedly,
me. I am death.
It's a 3-foot gnome with a flaming sword.
And
That
plate
is a
full
little
plate
scary.
mail.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a little more scary than a mouse, I will say.
Oh yeah, you're up.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a bit like being scared of a, well, slightly poisonous spider.
I would say it's a little bit more like being afraid of a black widow, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair.
ooh,
Pew pew.
man, these bow shots have been good.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I excel at, it's bow shots.
Just putting out consistent damage.
Yep.
And if there's one thing I fail at, it's charisma save.
I almost took the damage off you for a second there. That was a
Don't do
mistake.
that.
Also,
That's
you
me.
also fail at you know, talking to fairies, but
Well,
Wow.
I mean, we all feel
that's
And
part
boys.
of charisma, I feel.
Heyo.
oh yeah, and boys.
Yep. Hey, I still banged him. It worked eventually.
I hope that's not going to be our everyday measure of success.
I banged him. It's fine.
Fine, it's fine. Success.
God.
Okay.
You know what, I'm not gonna voice that thought out loud.
Kelariis, you're up.
Okay. um.
Oh wait,
Kinda
save for the
wonder-
Fomorian. I forgot.
Oh.
Oh, and they should
Get on
have.
the ground!
One of them should have taken roll for the being in the
Oh,
wind
yeah, of
still.
course.
He passes the save for Lyra, and he does not pass. No, he does pass the save for the Storm Sphere. Oh no, wait, no, he doesn't, because it's 19.
He
They
does. He
take
doesn't.
6.
He does not. He takes 6.
Yeah, DC 19.
Trying to decide if it's worth it to put up a fucking shield on myself. I'm like, not right now.
Eh.
I'm here. That's my job. My job is to shield you.
I mean, the thing is that if I don't get, like, if I don't take the damage, then it's fine, and you don't have to worry about that. But I'm like, I'm okay right now. I'll risk it for a second. I'm gonna
Risk it
regret
for a
this after
biscuit.
this turn. I'm just gonna swing again. Just gonna roll both of them.
Both hit.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's smite on the second one again. Shouldn't waste all of. I'll just do a second level. Wow, that's fucking awful.
Pretty bad.
It's, you know what? It's fine.
It is still standing, although it is beginning to look pretty badly wounded.
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like I need to... The problem is, I want to not be getting hit by a giant. But I also don't want the giant wandering up and hitting anyone else.
Don't you have like that hold spell?
Yeah, but it's concentration, so it'd break my Storm
Oh
Sphere.
yeah, you still have your sphere. Up.
Yeah, I'm concentrating on Storm Sphere.
Fucking rip.
Yeah, you know what, I will... In fact, yeah, I will stay put. I'll use my lightning on the guy attacking Grim again.
Yep.
From the Storm Sphere.
Hit.
Yeah. Nice, I rolled damage that equaled the hit.
Hell yeah.
And then, let me just check something. Yeah, it does. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do... I'm gonna use... Yeah, I'll use my Staff of Thunder and Lightning
Okay.
to do a lightning strike, because now he's moved into a place where I can just do a straight line like that.
Ah, okay.
And it hits them both. Easily. So they need to make DC 17 dex saves.
Okay.
Or take that much lightning damage.
Double
and
fail.
Nice.
Okay.
So they both take 26 lightning.
So the giant next to you, Grim, is like it's raised its great club again, like in a defensive stance, and is attempting to back away from you as a lightning bolt hits it in the side of the body, and yeah, the force of the energy conducting through its body basically like ruptures the flesh on like one half of its body, like great like burning streaks like lacerate across its torso, and it keels over.
Nice.
Well, good
Oh,
thing I don't have
nice.
touch
Technically I got hit by a lightning bolt in the back as well.
Yeah.
Just boom, boom.
Nice.
I am really living up to the title of Air Ganassi right now.
Yep.
Hmm.
Is that your full turn?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my bonus action and action.
The giant fighting Lyra is going to attempt to grapple her again, so I need another strength check. Okay, it manages to grapple her this time.
This is a really shitty strength check, Lyra. You have
Yes.
a +3.
Yeah, that's what we call a 4. For 4 modifiers.
And it will go 5, 10, 15, dragging her along. And it will fixate you with the glare again. Charisma save again, please.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I expected.
That's
Uh,
a
That's a
14,
12.
yeah? Or
It's
12.
but
Oh, 12.
So you take this much psychic damage, but it feels lessened in impact this time. Your skin does not recoil underneath it. You just get this. You get this searing pain through your brain as it like fixates you. or fixates upon you.
That's better than feeling like my atoms are like repositioned themselves. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if your molecules got all rearranged, then you just become Danny Phantom, and honestly, that's cool.
Yeah, it's still not great though.
No.
2 great club swings against Kelariis, 15 and a 28.
Only the second one hits.
You take 20 bludgeoning. Against Elizabeth,
Yeah,
2
if
great
he's-
club
yeah, yeah,
swings.
Yeah, if he's doing that, I'm going to shield.
Okay.
So my AC is 20.
Okay, a 19 and a 21.
Okay, so yeah, one hit.
You take 22 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Your shield begins to beep as it drops below the threshold.
Except I have slightly more health than I would if my shield was actually beeping.
Yeah. It's not 30 damage or 3 hits.
Ha.
Grim, you're up. Oh wait, Elizabeth, con save.
Oh yeah, of course. I have advantage to maintain concentration.
Wow,
Oh,
that's fortunate.
Yeah. War Mage.
Yep, it's a powerful skill. I will tell you that much.
Well,
Oh, why did I
casters,
delete that? I did not mean to delete that.
Yeah, don't delete it. I literally rolled a 20 so I could keep it.
Yes. I think what I meant to do was this. Oh wait, that's the token with the initiative on it. Damn it. I'm just gonna stop fiddling, Grim. Take your turn.
You
know what?
always do
That's
that. You
fine.
do that every time.
That's hard.
I should have learned my lesson by now. I just want to clear the battlefield. I want it to be less visual
To be
noise.
pretty and clean.
Yeah. Well, what you
No.
could do is put it on the GM layer.
That's what
that
I
work?
did.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
It
then.
still hides it in the initiative order.
Yeah.
Because we can
annoying.
all see the initiative order.
Oh yeah, true.
It's so that you can pre-roll it, and then when he just makes him appear, it's like, oh, it's all pre-rolled.
The illusion of planning.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh shit.
Well,
shit.
you know what? I struck fear into the other one. It's time to
Do
more
the same.
fear.
More fear.
More fear.
More fear. Fear me. And this one's been hit by a lot less lightning, so maybe you'll actually be able to take use of it.
Although my D12s are not really playing
No.
nice.
No, they're not, are they?
Hey, make it work.
You still leap forward, like just. I kind of imagine this as like to come around the rock. Grim just sort of jumps up onto the rock and does like a little jump swing.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
strikes it hard in the arm as it's like drawing back its great club again. That's your first of 3 attacks.
Yeah, that's the first one.
It's not looking as healthy as it was. 2 hits.
Okay. Just gonna hope that this is enough.
It's looking kind of rough.
F.
Ask. You know, I'll cancel Elizabeth.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah, yeah, I can. I've totally got this.
Ah, yeah, you're up.
You can do it.
I can do it. Do it.
I
Okay.
assume the 14 doesn't hit.
The 14 does hit.
Oh shit.
Ooh, nice.
2
Oh, max
13s,
damage
bitch.
rolls.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay,
they're-
this guy's not looking
Oh,
great.
Mira.
Yeah, unfortunately that does not hit.
Never know.
She's like doing that thing like when you've got dogs and they're like nah, 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 like trying to bite you as you're grappling them by the neck.
But it's
Ah.
less cute because it's a giant direwolf.
Is there not supposed to be the extra damage, or do they have to both be fighting melee?
They have to
at the same
both be
time?
fighting melee. I always think it's the other way, but it's when they're both fighting at the same time.
Yeah, I also thought it was the other way, and I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Yeah.
love for it to be all the time, but
Kelariis.
This just means
Yeah,
you
I
need to
mean-
get on her back more.
that is true. I have yet to ride her into
Oh,
battle, and for what?
Okay, but
yeah,
now you
you
got
could
it.
get on her
You did
back
that
and
one-
wield your sword.
You did that one
Great.
time when we were fighting with Tritharion. That's how you got part of the way to the thing that you were supposed to
Oh,
yeah.
destroy. And
Yeah.
you jumped off, but you know, shit happened. Anyways, I'm gonna swing at
Yeah.
this guy.
She got she got held monstered. So. Oh, okay.
That's a Kelariis
Damn.
crit.
Yeah.
No more guys
Uh,
remains.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Oop.
It's already looking pretty bad, right?
Yeah, let me just do some maths real quick first.
Oh, okay.
He's doing math.
Oh my god, do you know that exactly kills it?
Oh,
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you like as it's preparing to like go for another swing, and you just duck under the swing and just like 2 strikes at the stomach, douche douche, and yeah, you get what is commonly referred to as a gore shower.
Gross.
Ew.
I will run over to this other one over here to see if we can help out Lyra next go around. But
Okay.
yeah. It's fine.
Elizabeth.
Attack.
It's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna do my bonus action lightning strike, but I don't get advantage this time. Never mind.
That's it.
Wow.
Do I actually roll? Do I roll double dice if this crits still?
Is it an attack roll?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack roll.
Yeah, then you do.
Nice.
So that's 86?
Yeah.
It's a lot of d6.
Crack the boom.
Okay.
That's smite territory.
You watch as the blast impacts it. It staggers forward to the point where you have to dive aside to not be trodden on.
Yeah, that checks out.
It is like it pulls itself back to its feet. But yeah, it's by the way the legs are shaking, only just.
Zap.
Okay.
Zap.
Oh
wow. Yeah, you give him the old cardiac arrest with the shocking grasp, and he keels backwards.
Wow.
Nice. I'm going full Emperor Palpatine in this fight. Jeez.
Lightning.
And yeah, I might as well. We'll keep it. I like Howling Winds, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll move to here. Maybe here.
Okay. Watching the battle rapidly turn against him, the remaining giant will drop Lyra and disengage.
Damn.
I was hoping Lyra could get another snap at him.
You
Grim,
probably can. I don't think he moves that fast. How fast does he move?
that fast.
Probably. Yeah, I was gonna say that. But...
Oh yeah, that fast.
Yeah, because he
Yeah,
gets
easy.
engaged.
Easy close in.
What you doing, Grim?
Oh yeah, wait, it's me already. I was like waiting for Kelariis because an Arya, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, because we started measuring.
Well, no, also because I was like, in my mind, I was like, well, I'm out of this fight. There's no way I'm catching up. Well, if you can, like, well, actually, this one, it looked quite healthy when it started running, right?
Not really.
Oh no, because now this one is the one that's.
Arya and Lyra have been kind of.
Yeah, they've been
yeah, I
chipping away at
forgot.
this guy for ages.
Yeah, no. Okay, in that case, we should see if we can finish it off.
Yeah, all of them have been taking pretty consistent damage this
you know
whole
what?
fight.
Arya, have take an extra shot. Haven't done that in a while.
Oh shit. It's the first time you've done a commander strike in ages and it's on Arya.
I know.
That's a
Okay,
first.
that's a hit.
Get on the ground!
And that's 18 damage as the commander strike. Yeah.
Yep. Oops, that did not.
I think that's the most damage I has ever done in one attack.
Oh no, she has had like, especially with.
I was gonna say
Oh.
with my new strikey,
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
spells.
it's quite impressive.
So the arrow strikes it like and sinks fairly deep into the upper torso. It staggers forwards and it looks like it's about to keep taking steps, though it does not look like it has much left in it. Arya.
Go on, Arya.
Mess it up, Arya.
Bye.
More
Two more
shooting.
shots.
Okay.
On the ground!
It,
Get on the ground!
Get on the ground!
the final arrow like pierces through the back, and it just like it staggers on for a few more steps before like keeling to the ground. And yeah, that's combat.
Yeah. That's our first combat in how many sessions?
A long time.
Quite a while.
Well,
That's like two,
Uh,
three,
Okay.
three sessions.
No, longer than that because
No,
we
yeah,
didn't
it's been
fight.
way longer than that.
The last time we
'Cause-
fought was when we were saving Jaldrum, I think.
Yeah.
No, the last time we fought. No, wait. No, yeah, the last
No,
time we fought
yeah.
was when we got
it's
ambushed in the
Three
night.
sessions. That's only three sessions ago.
That wasn't 3 sessions ago, was it?
No.
This
It was at least 4.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know why I'm fucking struck.
Anyway.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. So,
It's been several weeks.
yeah, as the rush of combat like settles around you, you sort of like pause for a moment, like sheath your weapons, like take a moment to breathe. Cobweb, who you had not even noticed had like just promptly become invisible the moment things kicked off, reappears. Like lands on your shoulder, Kelariis, as she was taking cover with you.
Yeah.
Like looks over towards one of the fallen creatures and like tugs your shoulder pad as if she wants you to go closer.
Sure. Yeah, I'll go then.
Yeah, you approach one of the downed creatures and Cobweb sort of like looks down at it and just sort of says, "Wow, that's ugly."
Yeah. Gross as
Yeah, I
hell.
mean, that's definitely one way to say it. Do you know what they are?
Maybe? I mean, they're supposed to be a myth. Like, they're a thing you tell your kids exist to make them shut up and go to bed.
One of those.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the things that we and like gestures that I gesture at like the rest of the group run into tend to be things that we all thought were just myths. So
Oh, yeah. You know, like dragons.
just a normal day.
But yeah, like, Cobweb just like sort of like sits back and just says, "Well, if the legends are correct, then these things are called Fomorians. Like, you've heard of giants, right?
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Well, these guys are basically, they were giants once, because, well, before you lot came along, giants are what ruled the material plane. Like, they were the first creatures that ever set foot on it, and supposedly, when the Fey came to the material plane, the giants sort of weren't keen on other people, like, taking a piece of their territory, which is fair enough. But the Fomorians were really supposedly the worst of the bunch, because, I mean, the story varies on what it is that they actually did, but all the stories sort of converge on the same fact that they did something that really, really upset the Archfey, and it caused something unprecedented in that all of the Archfey agreed on something. And I don't just mean Titania's court, I mean the Winter Court as well. Like,
Oh.
they all worked together to curse these guys. And yeah, they turned them from tall, graceful giants into, well, I suppose mutant freaks is the appropriate descriptor now.
Well then.
I suppose, seeing them here, I guess the stories of them hopping out of portals and eating naughty children is somewhat less far-fetched now.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned from our adventures, it's that every single myth or legend that you've ever heard of is definitely based on some sort of reality.
I think I liked it better when I still thought they were a myth.
Yeah, yeah, I don't blame you.
Think about it
That's
this
fair.
way. How often has anybody actually seen them, right? Like we had to go, like we had to find this hidden place.
Well, yeah, they show up. They show up infrequently enough that people just dismiss it as a myth. You know?
And now there's 4 less to worry about.
Yeah, I suppose you guys dealt with them pretty handily. They can't be that bad, right?
Well, they're not bad for us, people as powerful as us, and people more powerful than us. But
So
we're
There's not-
pretty ridiculous.
shall we not dwell on the horrors for too much?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good plan. Let's onward to the vault.
On a related
Yeah.
but lighter note, I wonder how many people just thought genies were myths until they saw me
No,
and
not
actually
really.
understood what I was.
I think the actually understanding part is the problem there. I
Yeah.
think most people just nod along.
Cobweb rolls her eyes and goes, "Of course genies aren't myths.
Well,
It's like saying
Yeah, but-
fairies are myths."
I
yeah,
do
but if
believe
you
in
if you don't
fairies.
see many fairies, you might think that.
But I feel like they're more often in stories of people having seen or heard of or interacted with them than these things, for example.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's the point that we're looking
I guess
at here.
I guess that's the difference then between a myth. A difference then between a myth and a legend.
Perhaps.
So,
Although I feel, yeah.
sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, but I feel like that's more semantics at this point.
Yeah, that's something for storytellers to figure out, I think.
So as you continue this journey onwards, you come back around through the trees until you are in front of this grand sort of spire. And as you reach the base of it, it appears to have two metal doors basically set into it. Which is kind of at odds with the rest of this spire, because the spire almost looks, at least the base of it, to be organic. It's formed almost like a tree stump, like rising up out, or like a tree trunk rather, rising up out of the ground itself, and it seems to be like anchored with like a number of long struts that reach out almost like roots. But yeah, at odds to the organics-looking nature of this stone spire, there are two metal doors embedded in the front of this tower, which at some point there was a great metal bar that rested across this, secured in place by an extensive length of chain. No more, as the long metal bar is lying in the dirt and the extensive length of chain has just been spooled off and deposited to one side. It seems you are not the first people to enter this place.
Seems kind of odd that they didn't lock it back up if they, well, dumped some or exiled people in here.
It's not like Titania to use the front door.
Yeah, I think someone else, either someone's already escaped or someone else is trying to pull a prison break.
Think they might still be inside?
We can't discount the possibility that they are.
So, like, is there like any dust or anything that has started forming on these, like the removed lock or like the chains and stuff?
No.
It seems fresh.
Yeah, it's It's recent-ish.
Recent.
Yeah, it's not enough for stuff to have grown over it or dirt to have accumulated on it.
Was in our lifetime. Always a good thing to know.
Well, within whose lifetime? Because some of our lifetimes are much shorter than others.
I think all of ours. Yeah, I guess
Maybe-
I'm not an expert, but I'd say it wouldn't take more than a year for it to be covered.
Maybe in the interests of keeping those the longest possible, we should keep our voices down.
Good plan. Well,
At which point Cobweb just disappears.
oh. Well, how about then we just, move in under the assumption that someone else is that on top of whoever else is imprisoned here, there's also someone else showing up trying to free someone else, and we just move quieter than we normally would.
Well, surely if they're trying to break someone out, they won't mind assistance, or
Unless they're trying to break out someone, really bad.
in that case, then we better find them.
But we want to find them before they find us, so we should still move quietly.
Well, them finding us is always the way, but I don't think the problem is I don't think we can be quiet trying to find Puck.
Well, you know better than I do.
Well, that is not so much the problem about it being him specifically, but more if we don't raise our voices, we're going to have to check every nook and cranny. He might be just around the corner, but because we're trying to be quiet, he may miss us, or may assume that we're hostile. Some monster creeping through.
I suppose. Well, regardless, let's just head inside.
I mean, I could. Oh, that might not work so well here.
What could you do?
I was thinking of using the ability of the
Oh yeah, you can try and
platform
locate
that I have,
them.
but I don't think I'm familiar enough with Puck to try that.
You have never met Puck.
Yeah, so
Well, you could just try and locate
the
a
general
Fey.
thing wouldn't work though, because I point at both Cobweb and Arya would probably also count for Fey in that case.
Does it not?
Arya would not, but Lyra would.
Oh, well,
Oh.
yeah, because we can't really, because I think, and even then, I think Cobweb and I don't know if Puck would be the same. Class is not the word that I want, but
Yeah.
if the two of them would fall under the same group of creature in that sense, because you can do a specific type, but I think that they would both be the same type, and that wouldn't help us because it would just point out Cobweb because it's the closest at that point, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
right, yeah. I forgot how the spell works.
Yeah.
Should have left her at home. No.
Oh.
I mean, there's
You
still the
receive a
option of-
sharp tweak to your ear.
There's still the option of trying to send him a message with sending.
Yeah. Well, we might as well. It's not a big loss. Although perhaps we want to do that once we're inside.
Well, yeah, and also I can't do it.
Oh.
We'd have to
Okay.
use Arya's spell holding ring, and to use
Well,
Arya's spell holding ring, we'd have to get rid of one of the spells that's in it.
Okay. Are you stepping inside?
Yeah.
Okay. You push on the doors, and they. Well, actually, I suppose who's opening these doors?
A strong person because they're made of iron.
Oh.
They're not
Metal.
necessarily made of iron. They are definitely made of metal, but
yeah,
it's
they're made
you're
of
not
metal,
sure what
but
metal
yeah.
it's made of.
Guess we'll send the buff one first.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Send the
Okay.
strong ones to open the door because you know.
Much like Aragorn in the Two Towers, you push the doors open. That's a visual image I'm sure many can appreciate. And And yeah, as you do so, you step into the spire itself, and the thing you notice immediately is that the ceiling of this spire is like it's far, far above you. The majority of the spire leading upwards seems to be hollow. And yeah, sort of as you get a grander picture of the spire itself, the room in front of you becomes like sort of the only thing that there really is to focus on. There are 6 pillars that stretch around the outside of this room, and the remnants of what looks like was once a set of like tables and chairs, like perhaps like writing desks of some kind, that have been left in disarray. And searching, like, you interrupt as you step into the room a number of creatures searching through the debris. 3 fairly like fairly small humanoids of a greenish hue that look up from their position where they're crouched on all fours as you enter and look at you. Each of them has a lipless mouth filled with needle-like teeth.
Oh dear.
One of the creatures that turns to face you is significantly larger. It may be in the region of about probably approaching 10 feet tall and fairly broad, seemingly appearing to have like musculature without any skin. That sort of regards you in the same way that a guard dog regards an intruder. The 5th and final figure that you see as you enter into the room is a tall individual, and the only one who appears to be wearing any form of clothing. He too has a lipless mouth, but with much more like flat arrays of teeth. His skin appears to be like wrinkled in almost like patterns that look like spiraling galaxies. And around its neck, like coming down across most of its body, is like a long blue robe. And it holds a staff with an orb atop of it that seems to almost draw in light.
Yeah.
No sooner are you sort of like stepped into the room and these creatures make themselves known to you than the creature who is stood atop a tall platform, maybe 10 feet up in the air, announces itself to you and speaks to you in common. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, Elizabeth, you'll need to redo your shield.
Yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, the creature like beckons down to you with the hand that is not holding the staff, and in common says, how would it? I guess it would say, halt there, far travellers. I know not why you have come here, but know that nothing you do will prevent us from securing the Elder.
Well, the good news is that we don't even know who the Elder is. We have come here for our own reasons. I guess perhaps you could assist. Well, I'm not. Assist might be a strong word, but would you be willing to tell us if this is the what's it called vault? The
Dreaming Vault.
Dreaming Vault.
Yeah, the creature like looks down at you, like considers you for a moment, and says, "If you have not come here seeking the vault, then you have made a grave turn."
That is, I guess, good news. We ourselves are looking to retrieve someone as well. Although I guess the Elder doesn't tell us anything like that name, right?
No.
No. I had a hunch.
That could be absolutely anyone.
Well, I guess perhaps if we recognize the creature, it would have more meaning. But I doubt it. But yes. But yes, we're on a rescue mission of our own.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Not the worst. Diplomatic room.
For once.
Might not be enough.
He regards you with a scrutinizing look, and he says, "You come here to free someone, yet you bring fake in here. And you yourself are of them."
Well, sometimes you sometimes you just have a bunch of odd friends, and they well, I guess that's just the way things turn out sometimes. You would rarely, I think you'd rarely see the combination of this combination anywhere else, regardless of where we went.
I guess he considers this for a moment and sort of says, "What do you seek in a vault? What do you know of it?"
We seek a person, and we know, frankly, almost nothing.
The creature makes a strange, like, audible sucking noise. Looks down at you and then just says, "If you know nothing, then you should turn back."
Well, we believe that the person that we're going to rescue knows how to get us out.
And who is this?
It's a close friend. But I'm not sure I'm willing to reveal it quite yet, considering I don't even know who you're trying to get out. The Elder is something I've never even heard of.
He says he speaks a series of strange and like a strange and guttural language, which is the sounds he makes are incredibly unsettling because he's basically just like making a bunch of throat noises without lips. Do any of you speak deep speech?
No.
No, that
No.
makes me
Nope.
nervous.
Well,
So yeah, he speaks this sentence aloud, and the four other creatures make the strange sucking noise.
this is fine. Hmm.
Mm,
I
Does
don't
this mean-
like this.
Does this mean you're from this realm? Or the creatures that live here are a little different from what we're used to?
They are like what we were once. But that is not my story to tell. That is a story that you would ask of the Elder. But I think the Elder would rather take your heads than see anything else. Say anything else. He is not kind to your kin.
I'm guessing that some of our kin locked him up in that case. If I
Yeah, he. There's like a slight nod, and then it sort of says, that and more.
oh. Yeah. Those archfey are quite problematic. Well, considering I enjoy my head. Is there any, well, if we go in, is there any way we can avoid your friend?
Give me another persuasion check.
It's being so nice, might as well. Well,
oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
Grim!
It's the same roll.
He leans on the balcony and says, the easiest way to avoid the Elder would be to not enter at all.
Yeah. That checks out.
well, that is not something I can argue with, but it's unfortunately not an option. Would you mind if we just enter regardless?
I think instead a proposal.
Proposal.
If you can tell us... If you can tell us something that we greatly desire, then perhaps we will not kill you for the glory of the Elder.
That's a bold statement. But I'll bite. What kind of thing would you want to know?
We wish to know how you intend to leave.
I'm guessing that's a problem you haven't solved either.
Its eyes narrow at you.
That's why you haven't gone in yet, isn't it?
I would say don't taunt them, but honestly, I'm not that scared of them, so.
Oh well, see, I'm not sure what I'm hoping to get out of this. I'm like, at this point, I'm just kind of buying time, hoping that they tell us something useful by accident or on purpose.
Or both.
Well,
He seems to be waiting for you to respond.
well, you're fine. When our friend was brought in, he had a piece of paper. And this little piece of paper supposedly will show us the way.
Give me a deception check.
I feel like I already made a mistake, but because now they're gonna go after him, which is not quite what I wanted, but you know.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Deception. Deception, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, even
Yeah,
in the first place.
Paper, you say.
Yeah.
And written on this is how to escape this place.
Well, it's not so much written on there as it's strange. It tells you what you need to know.
So it is all-knowing paper.
Sort of, yes.
Magic paper.
It's kind of, I'd describe it as moody.
Moody
Moody
paper.
Moody, all-knowing paper.
It's a teenage paper.
It's a
Oh my
teenage.
god.
It's an omniscient teenage paper.
The creature makes the sucking noise louder than ever.
Oh.
Looks back down at you and just says, "You lie poorly, but you tell us what we need to know. You seek the thief, and for that you must die."
Thief.
And
Guess
we will take a short break, as I think that's going to be combat when we come back.
Yep,
Wow.
sounds like it.
It does sound like it, doesn't it?
So yeah, we'll see you in a minute.
Yes.